This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works, understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.
Upgrade to Lime.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Morning News Update. It's Tuesday, February the 3rd, 2015. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news that former president and chairman of CLICO Holdings Barbados Limited, Leroy Paris, is telling policyholders of the collapsed insurance subsidiary that he is sorry for what happened to it. However, Paris told a news conference summoned by his lawyers Hal Gulp QC and Vernon Smith QC that he has done nothing wrong, and if he had to manage CLICO once again, he would run it the same way all over again. He blamed its financial failure on a sudden rush by policyholders to take out their investments once word had spread that the Trinidadian parent company had gone under.
The company, Trinidad, had problems to collapse, and the company had a run because of the people in Barbados have asked the policyholders to pull the money out of the company. That the money was going to go to Trinidad, so the policyholders run to the office and take the money out of the company. In any financial institution that have a run, it will collapse. Because I take your money and I invest in it to give you a return. When that run starts, I cannot go and liquidate all of those assets. You can't. You put assets in money in different things. But estates, buildings. So we cannot close up.
So what it turned up was a liquidity problem.
Yeah, it is. We have assets with the cash because we had a run. We was asset strong,
but we put cash
poor.
Paris also said he felt the pain of the policyholders and empathized with them in their plight, being a major investor who stood to lose big as well.
It bothers me every day I drive around this country and I see the investments that I had control of, to see how they look, the way that we treated, the direction they're going. It really hurts. I'm a hurt man by that company. To see what those guys did for 4.5 years or so, and to kill it. But what is important? Ask them how much money they take out of it, how much money they will pay. That's the question you should ask, how much money they will pay out of that company. That's important to know.
The judicial manager?
Yeah.
Very important.
For doing what?
Tell them, give you a report how much money they get and what they've done with the company to keep the company alive. Because my assertion for a judicial manager put in the company is, one, to turn it around and make it work, not to kill it. That's what happened to CLICO. But it becomes now the blue-eyed boy who getting all the licks. I become the one who did everything wrong. I become the one who everybody can say that the investigation have shown that the police should do their investigation and everybody can do all kinds of things. But I can sit here and stare you in your face and tell you that Leroy Paris have never taken one blind sight of the policyholders' funds and put it in my pocket. No time.
The QEH is about to start a drive that will source financing to buy much-needed equipment for the Department of Surgery and Anesthesia. Chief Executive Officer Dr. Dexter James says an equipment prospectus would be launched by the end of this month. In an interview with Barbados Today, the CEO called on individuals, non-governmental organizations, the private sector and the diaspora to support the initiative.
Towards the end of February, we'll be launching our Equipment Prospectus 2. And this will be dedicated towards the Department of Surgery, because that is a department now that requires a lot of equipment. It is a department where a lot of the equipment getting to the end of life, and therefore we want to make sure we could recapitalize the department before obsolescence step in.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
To the big news on the regional scene now, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has fired 2 senior ministers and reshuffled her cabinet. Embattled Attorney General Anand Ramlogan, who is the subject of police investigations into allegations by the head of the Police Complaints Authority that he sought to pervert the course of justice, was asked to resign, as well as National Security Minister Gary Griffith, who made inquiries into the matter without her knowledge. The Prime Minister told the country last night that she could not sit idly by while these offices were being compromised and brought into disrepute.
Those office holders preside over the administration of justice, over law and order, and so they cannot remain in those positions whilst these investigations into allegations are being made. I want to make it clear that I cast no aspersions on the capacity, the performance, guilt or innocence of these office holders. But I cannot have these officers be so embroiled in conflict and controversy, eroding public confidence in institutions which they lead. Without prejudice to neither the outcome nor denial of any party to due process and a fair and just determination in the matter, I have asked for and received the resignation of the Honorable Attorney General. I've asked for that of the Minister of National Security as well.
The Prime Minister also called for the head of the PCA to resign or be removed from the post. An independent probe will also be launched into the matter, even as she assured citizens that she would do all in her power to ensure that good governance was maintained. In other regional news now, the murder trial of 6 men in Jamaica who have been in custody since 2009 had to be put off yesterday because of insufficient jurors. Only 30 jurors were in attendance. Senior puisne Judge Gloria Smith says at least 96 jurors are needed to start the case. She says this is the case as the accused are entitled to a total of 42 challenges, in addition to the 42 challenges the prosecution is entitled to. Justice Smith also says there needs to be an additional 12 jurors to try the case. She has put off the case until tomorrow in the hope more jurors will attend court. The court has been having a long-standing problem with finding jurors to try multiple murder-accused cases. Meanwhile, the United States is now considering sending lethal aid to help the Ukrainian government fend off attacks from pro-Russian rebels in the eastern part of Ukraine. This assistance would come in the form of so-called defensive lethal aid, which could include anti-tank, anti-air, and anti-mortar systems. And we come to the end of our Barbados Today morning news update. However, you can join us again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Lime TV, as well as Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works. Understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.